Hello, vinyl community. Well, we have something a little bit different this time. Um, you may or may not know that I am a big fan of headphones. So here we have my Sennheiser. I don't even remember what model these are. Oh, the HD558. Absolutely wonderful headphones. They fit over the ears. They're so comfortable. I could literally wear these all day and be perfectly content. They sound fantastic. I highly recommend them. But we're not here for that. Because I heard about these new headphones. I believe they started on Kickstarter. I'm pretty sure. So we have a little bit of an unboxing. Very exciting. Personalized sound. Yes. So this connects to an app, and it plays a series of tones and analyzes your hearing. I don't fully understand the science behind it, and honestly it sounds a little bit like how shall we put this politely, like hooey. But they have all kinds of rave reviews, so I thought I would do a brief review of this, unboxing and review really. Yeah, so it has this. Oh, there's a seal here we have to break. This is quite impressive packaging here. There we go. Nice. Nice. I've seen packaging online that looks much different than this. So maybe that was an earlier version. Yeah. But you still get a very classy feel to them. Wow. Whew. This is pretty crazy packaging. All right. So we have some different earpieces here. We have yet another set of earpieces. Comes with 3 different sizes apparently. We have. This is they are wireless, but it does come with the adapter for a regular mini plug there. And I assume this is a charging cable, a USB charging cable it looks like. Alright, but you want to see the headphones, right? Whew, my goodness. Okay, first of all, these feel amazing. They feel amazing. But it's interesting to note. Do you see that inside? So it fits over your ear, and it goes in your ear. Wow, these feel amazing, I must say. Alright, I'm not sure how those are going to work, but okay, I need to adjust the size a little bit. Alright, it's just a matter of sliding this down, basically. Let's see if this works better. Oh, wow. It's talking to me and giving me instructions. Wow. Okay. So there is going to be a second part to this because I have to do the whole setup process, but even just putting them on first of all, they fit nicely over the ears, and it just lightly presses in your ear. So that's an interesting experience. Again, there's there's a better look at it. Yeah, that fits right in your ear there. So yeah, so I will get these set up. I may show you little bits and pieces of that setup process, and I'll be back with my first impressions. Okay, here I am. You don't see me, but I am wearing the headphones again, the Nuraphones. And here we have the app, so let's go ahead and open it. And unfortunately, you're not going to hear what I hear in the in the headphones. The voice keeps telling me, please connect to blah blah blah. Alright, so here we are in the app. Let's go ahead and create an account. And I'm just gonna try signing in with Facebook. Please ensure you remove all plastic packaging and adhesive tape from your Nuraphones before upgrading to G2. Otherwise, your Nuraphones cannot function correctly. Alright, I think I have done that, so... Alright. I'm not sure why they need my age, but I did just recently have a birthday. Sure, let's hear some news. And of course I agree to the terms. Nobody ever reads those terms, do they? And let's see here. Okay. Alright, so it says, welcome Gravy, are you ready to discover your perfect sound? Of course I am. Find a quiet space. The Nuraphone uses a patented technology to learn and adapt to your unique hearing. Find a quiet spot and take a seat. This will only take a couple of minutes. Remove all packaging. Yes, I did this. If it's your first time using your Nuraphones, remove all packaging, including adhesive tape, otherwise your Nuraphones cannot function correctly. Remove all cables. Okay, there's no cables. So that Bluetooth can be activated. Make sure the charging port is in your right hand. Huh. Okay, apparently I'm wearing it backwards. So let's change that. Oh, I see. Well, that feels different. It definitely puts it definitely puts the little fingers, as I showed you, it puts the little fingers deeper in the ear. So oh yeah, and I can hear better. Okay. Alright, so let's continue here. Put on your Nuraphones. Yes, I did. You'll hear a welcome message. I've been hearing that. If you don't hear a message, the Nuraphone's battery is low and needs to be charged for about an hour. Okay. Headband adjustment, that's fine. This will kind of give you an idea of what I had to do. So it's good that we're seeing this. Fitting your Nuraphones, make sure the ear tips fit comfortably in your ears. You should notice the sound around you quieten when you have a good fit. Quieten? Is that a word? Quieten? Alright, so let's go ahead to the next step. Ready to go? Open your Bluetooth settings, turn on the Bluetooth, and select your Nuraphones. Okay. And we want this one here, the Nuraphone 888. Okay, let's go back and back. Okay, so it's connecting. What would you like to call your new hearing profile? Huh. How's that? Ready to make your hearing profile? Find a quiet space for a few minutes. The less background noise, the better your profile. Ooh. Let's try running the test again. Interesting. I suspect I'm gonna have to switch to maybe the smaller earpieces that I showed earlier. But for now, let's just continue. Yeah. So it looks like I'm gonna have to change the pieces. Let's see how I can do this. I'm going to try the medium ones. Oh, so this is... I can kind of tell already this is going to be better. Let's run the test again. Processing my personalization. Excellent. Okay, so it's playing in the normal mode right now, or the neutral mode, which sounds pretty amazing. But let's switch to the personalized. Oh my gosh. Wow, let's go back to neutral. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear this, but... Wow. Alright, so that's personalized. Personalized is a much more rich sound. Let's continue to immersion. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's way too much. That is way too much. Okay. Wow. So it has this social mode. To hear what's going on around you, simply switch on social mode. Tap below to try it. It lowers the volume a little bit. Oh, yeah, and I can hear my voice better. Let's go back to the other. I don't think I can hear... Well, yeah, I can't hear myself as well. Interesting. Okay, touch buttons. Your Nuraphones have touch buttons on each side. You can configure your touch buttons to perform helpful functions. Set up touch buttons. Left button is to play pause. Double tap. Next track. Right button. Volume down. Double tap. Previous track. That'll do for now. We turn on, you put them on, you go to sleep, to prove the battery when you take them off. Wow. There you go. Okay, so we were last in the app with this profile here. I tried out the medium earpieces, and I still couldn't get those tick marks to match up. So then I ended up doing the small ones, and I finally got the tick marks to match up. I created an alternate profile. You see the comparison there? So let's choose that one. And I did notice a difference. For some reason it didn't seem as loud, but I did find that I could put the immersion mode there at the bottom of the screen. I could put that definitely higher, which was kind of nice. You get a little, at that level in the middle, you get a little more rumble of the bass. Again, all the way at the top of the immersion mode is too much, definitely. I don't know why anyone would want to do that, because I mean at that point the earpieces are really vibrating. But right about half, maybe slightly past the halfway point, I found is ideal. And yeah, so let's check out my first impressions. Alright, so here are my first impressions. First of all, the setup was a little involved, slightly frustrating. Just a matter of, finding the right size earpiece to fit deep enough into my ears to get the optimization correct. And there were some other steps that it ends up taking maybe about 15 minutes, so it's a little involved. But once you get that done, it's smooth sailing. So now comfort. These are very comfortable. Keep in mind they are fairly heavy, and the earphones are they're considered over the ear, and I would agree with that, but it's a little bit tight on the ears. Like you can feel some pressure on the ears. Comparing that with my Sennheisers, which have ample room around your ear, so I mean they're not even touching your ears, and I could truly wear these all day, as I mentioned before. But these I could wear a very long time. As I mentioned, they are a little bit heavy. Some pressure on the ears. The feeling the earpieces in your ears takes a little bit of getting used to, but we're kind of used to that. Everybody has earbuds nowadays, so it's not a big adjustment. But there's a little transition period there. feeling the cups over your ears and the earpiece in your ear. So it definitely interesting the first time you put them on. These are extremely luxurious. They feel very, very high quality. Um, just this sort of satiny rubber, very, very soft and plush. Um, and the earpieces themselves are very comfortable, especially once you get the correct size. Very comfortable. Um, Again, I could definitely wear these for a long time, so that's not an issue there. Um, I would have to say, in defense of my beloved Sennheisers, that these are far more comfortable, but it's not really a fair comparison because you have a lot of technology going on here. So of course these would be heavier. Yeah, so you know. Then we get to functionality. So one of my complaints is this is a touch button. That's a touch button. They're very, very sensitive. I found myself accidentally tapping them when I was even adjusting them on my head. It's very, very easy to accidentally tap those and maybe pause the music or skip to the next track or whatever. So that's a minor nuisance, but I suppose one, with use, one would get used to that, and it wouldn't be a big issue. So then it seems very limiting because when you're in the setup process, you can select 2 functions for each side. So you have a single tap and a double tap. Why didn't they add like a long press or a triple tap or both? And then you could have, 6 or 8 functions. Since these are software driven, it's possible that they could upgrade and make that change. So, anything's possible. Another thing to consider is, as far as I know, these are completely tied to the app. So, and of course it's available both for the iPhone and for Android phones. I haven't tested the functionality, like if I were to completely turn off my phone. I didn't test that functionality. And I mean, you wouldn't even be able to set these up without the app. The app is required to set these up, so it's tied to the app basically. Then we have the sound. Yeah, let me tell you. Okay, so let's put it this way. I love my Sennheisers, and I was completely and utterly happy with them. By far the best headphones I've ever owned in my life, by far, until I got these. Going from these, and I did a lot of testing this morning, going back and forth between these and my Sennheisers, and these just blow the Sennheisers out of the water. Yeah, so if you really love your headphones, you might not want to try these because these will put your current ones to shame. The sound is amazing. It's immersive. They have the immersive feature, but even without the immersive feature turned on, it's still immersive. And when you turn the immersive feature on, it's like beyond. It's really like you're not listening to music. You're in the music. It feels like it's all around you, and it's just amazing and very rich. It is bass heavy. It tends to be bass heavy. But if you turn off that immersive feature, there won't be nearly as much bass. So if you're not a bass person, you might want to leave that immersive feature off. Um, Speaking of which, when you turn that immersive feature all the way up, it's almost kind of silly because you feel them vibrating on your ears, and it's a little bit uncomfortable. The sound and the vibration. So I'm not sure why you would want to do that, but doing it a little bit, it kind of adds to the sensation of the music and the beat and whatnot. But going overboard, yeah, it's a little crazy. So I wanted to give the sound a full test. So of course I tried it with Amazon Prime Music, and they recently introduced the HD and Ultra HD. It sounds great, of course. But because this is the vinyl community, of course I had to try it with a record. So I checked it out with this one. This was a birthday present. I'll be showing it again, I'm sure. And not only did I try it with that and it sounded amazing, I mean amazing, but I tried it with a cassette. And here we have some early 90s pop. And this blew me away even more. Of course, you do get the hiss, and at first when I started playing it, I was a little concerned about it. But then when the music kicked in, I couldn't detect the hiss at all, and it was just as powerful as the vinyl or the digital music. It sounded amazing, even through this Walkman. So, yeah, very, very pleased with the sound. And so the sound, as I mentioned, is adjustable. So again, if you don't like the heavy bass, you can turn off that immersive feature. And it does allow for not only multiple users, but multiple profiles. Each user can have 3 profiles. So, and I'm planning on making a third. I've made 2 so far. I'm planning on making a third and just finding out which one is the best overall and just go with that one. But it's nice to have that feature. So, now, I did see reviews of these that talked about the active noise cancellation, basically saying that it's not very good. Now, bear in mind, this reviewer was wearing these walking down a busy street. Of course, it's going to let some sound in. It's not going to block out cars, but it'll block out atmospheric sounds, and it's nice to be able to access the feature. I believe I have it with a single tap, so if you do need it, like if someone's suddenly speaking to you, you can just do a single tap and be able to hear what they're saying. And I believe it achieves that with microphones, and then it pipes in the sound mixed in with what you're listening to, so you can kind of hear better. I think that's how it works. So I don't have any complaints about it. If it's not the best active noise cancellation, I don't really care. I mean, my Sennheisers are the exact opposite of noise cancellation. They actually have open backs, so these actually allow a lot of sound in. But that's another video. But these, I have no complaints. When I was testing the active noise cancellation, is that correct? Is it the correct terminology? When I was testing it, basically what I did, I had music playing, and then I would have the noise cancellation on, and I'd snap my fingers and could barely hear anything. And I'd turn it off, and I could snap, and I would clearly hear myself snapping. So it works well enough for me. Let me tell you that much. All right. I did mention multiple users. So one of my complaints about these is you do have this piece going in your ear, so there could be concerns about who you share these with, especially considering the next topic, which is the cost. Yes, these retail for $400, but they have a very interesting plan where for as little as $9 per month, you can lease them. You know, like leasing a car, but you're leasing headphones. So I think the $9 per month, you have to put money down. There's another step up from that where you put a little bit less money down. And then at the $15 per month mark, you don't have to put any money down. So you can try these out for $15 per month, basically, or less if you don't mind putting some money down. So it's kind of a nice way for, you know, the average person to be able to try these luxurious, high-tech headphones. So yeah, very pleased with that. With that fact alone, I mean, there's no way in the world I would pay $400 for these. I mean, if I could afford it, I would, but no. Yeah, so yeah, and also at the end of the lease, you can pick another device basically. So that's interesting. I know they have like earbuds also. I'm not sure how those compare to these, but I'm all about the Nuraphones. So anyway, there you go. Oh, I almost forgot. So earlier in this long video, I was talking about storage, and I mentioned that the packaging looked different than in the video I saw. And theirs, it came with a nice hard case. And I was thinking to myself, well, are they expecting me to store it in this? The box that it came in? I was like, that's not really cool. But then I noticed this. And this, a tag. So you do have, it's not a hard case. But this will certainly hold the headphones and the two cords that come with it. So, yeah. I'm all out of complaints. I absolutely love these. I highly recommend them. If nothing else, check out the website, nura.co, and prepare to be wowed. I was, and I am, and I absolutely love these Nuraphones. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.